Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Adi Ardian Pramudia, NIM 2518043. I want to explain about SFL and CDI. The first is SFL. SFL perspektif yang mengkaji struktur formal bahasa, grammar, style, punctuation, and yang lainnya. Selanjutnya bahasa mempunyai 3 fungsi. Yang pertama, untuk menyampaikan informasi, pengalaman, atau konten yang lainnya. Yang kedua, untuk menyampaikan atau menunjukkan sikap atau posisi maupun emosi, terlebih untuk mengatur hubungan interpersonal. Yang ketiga, untuk membuat struktur teks bisa lebih koheren dan kohesif, atau membuat teks lebih mudah dipahami untuk audiens yang dimaksudkan. The next is Introduce System Functional Linguistics atau SFL. Is a grammatical description developed by Michael Holiday di tahun 1985. Yang pertama ada kata systemic. The view of language a network of systems or interrelated sets of options for making meaning. Yang kedua ada kata functional. Refers to the view of language as a means of communication is different social context. SFL focus not only on how language is structured, but also language in use. SFL language as social semiotic is the social interpretation of language and meaning, Edward Arnold. Jadi bahasa SFL sebagai semiotik sosial adalah interpretasi sosial bahasa dan makna, itu menurut Edward Arnold. SFL is study of the relationship between language and function in social setting. SFL treats grammar as a meaning-making resource and insights on the interrelation of form and meaning. Jadi SFL adalah studi tentang hubungan antara bahasa serta fungsinya dalam pengaturan sosial. SFL memperlakukan tata bahasa sebagai sumber daya yang membuat makna dan bersikeras pada keterkaitan bentuk dan makna. Ada poin di SFL yaitu register. Register theory describe the impact of dimension of the immediate context of situation of a language even on the way language is used. Teori register menjelaskan dampak dimensi konteks langsung dari situasi bahasa bahkan dalam cara bahasa itu digunakan. The three dimensions of the situation are identified as having significant and predictable impacts on language use. Jadi 3 dimensi utama situasi diidentifikasi memiliki dampak yang signifikan dan dampak yang diprediksi pada penggunaan bahasa. Yang pertama, the register variable of mood, amount of feedback and role of language. Nomor yang kedua, tenor, role, relations of power and solidarity. Yang ketiga, file, topic or focus of the activity file. Then there are 3 layers of meta function in SFL that works simultaneously. The basic unit of analysis is the transitive verbs. First, that require an object to express a complete thought or action. This is called transitivity analysis. Yang pertama, the ideational metafunction encodes experience atau pengalaman metafungsi ideasional menyediakan pengalaman. And how experience are connect with each other, dan bagaimana pengalaman itu terhubung satu sama lain. The system of experience for ideational meanings is through transitivity or process types. There are 6 basic types of transitivity process, where the selective where the selection of phrases implicates that associated participant roles and configuration that allow for the uncovering of active agents in the process. The system of transitivity is inherently realized simultaneously with interpersonal meaning that are realized by the mood comprised of the subject and the finite elements. Yang kedua, the interpersonal metafunction encodes interaction atau metafungsi interpersonal mengkodekan interaksi. It shows how valid we find a proposition encoding ideas about obligation and inclination in expression of attitude. The system of expression for interpersonal meanings is the mood structure. Three main elements constitute mood that includes an experience of clarity, or either positive or negative. A normal type element that is the subject and verbal type element that in the finite in order to analyze transitivity and mood. What the unit of analysis is often the verbal type elements analyze transitivity and mood. What the unit of elements often the verbal type element and its connecting participant or active and passive agent roles. Yang terakhir, the textual metafungsi encodes informasi organization in the ideational and interpersonal meaning into a coherent text. Jadi metafungsi tekstual mengkodekan organisasi informasi dalam arti ideasi dan interpersonal ke dalam teks yang koheren. Why SFL is specific is because it provides a system for all component listed to left such as syntax, semantic, pragmatic, phonology, and morphology. Language in SFL is a network of system choice that fit into and structure GI analysis frameworks. Selanjutnya adalah CDI. CDI perspektif pada konteks yang lebih luas dan implikasi atau efek atau dampak dari diskursus. Menurut Farlock, CDI adalah perpindahan ideologi, praktik, makna, nilai, dan identitas yang dicapai melalui diskursus. Inti dari CDI adalah power and control. Public records, media bentuk opini publik, dan agenda yang untuk perdebatan politik. Mengkonstruksi hal-hal semacam ras dan imigrasi, perubahan iklim dan lingkungan, gender, identitas, dan seksualitas. The next is what is critical discourse analysis. CDI is fundamentally interested in analyzing opaque as well as transparent structural relationship of dominance, discrimination, power, and control when these are manifest in language. In other words, CDI aims to investigate critically social inequality as it is expressed, constitutes, and legitimized by language use menurut Wodak di tahun 2006. Jadi CDI pada dasarnya tertarik untuk menganalisis serta hubungan struktural, transparan dominasi, diskriminasi, kekuasaan, dan kontrol ketika ini dimanifestasikan dalam bahasa. Dengan kata lain, CDI bertujuan untuk menyelidiki ketidaksetaraan sosial yang terlalu kritis seperti yang dinyatakan atau dibentuk dan dilegitimasi oleh penggunaan bahasa. CDI is That's here as a three-dimensional framework where the aim is to map three separate forms of analysis onto one another. Analysis of spoken or written language text, analysis of the discourse practice or process of text production, distribution and consumption, and analyze or discourse even as instance of social cultural practice. The three level social informasi, makro, social institusi, meso and social action atau mikro. For example, teachers and students relations are prefigure at the social formation level, carried out with respect to institutional policies, and manifest in social interaction. Menurut Fairclough, critical discourse analyzes the critical study of language. Harlow G.B. Longman. Most frameworks of language analysis fall under discourse analysis. As a field of study, discourse refers to any text, spoken or written, that can be viewed in context of use. In fact, you cannot have discourse without context. G.I. inquired ubiquitous as a method, and you will find it being applied in different fields, from culture studies to studies in computer science and art. Critical discourse analysis is like corpus linguistic from empirical analysis of text. Because corpus linguistic is method, not a theory, we can apply corpus methods to CDI. Jadi analisis wacana kritis adalah seperti linguistik pada korpus bentuk analisis empiris teks, karena korpus linguistik adalah itu metode bukan teori. Kita dapat menerapkan metode korpus ke dalam CDI. We have seen, for example, of this in today's lecture. This has advantage. Avoid cherry picking of text and other form of research. Be spot instrumental trends or an account for the incremental effect of discourse. Text a much large amount of data in account. Selanjutnya, allow the possibility of looking at change over time. And next, and disadvantage. Several of the things that CD analyze is typical interest in are not easily studied via corpus method. One way to get the best of both worlds in combine corpus-based analysis with traditional CDL type clause analysis of single text. Oke, terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.